The Bible records that Jesus Christ was going somewhere. I'm paraphrasing. Before you come and read Bible to me and tell me that's not exactly what he said. I believe you went to school. You know what paraphrase means. I'm summarizing. So I'm not saying it word for word. All right? We all know the story. We went to school. We did CROK, Bible study. Our pastors have taught it many times. The Bible records that Jesus Christ was in a place or was going somewhere and they asked him to pay tax. You know what tax is? Not title. You should pay tax. And Jesus turned to Peter and said, "Oh boy, I beg, go river, cast your hook. The first fish when you go catch, money there inside, bring and come out, pay tax." Brothers and sisters, let's calm down. Let's think about this thing. Do fishes keep money in their mouth? Answer is no. Where did the money come from? The money that, okay. Let's assume that Jesus was the one that put the money there in the mouth of the fish. Don't forget, it's not Jesus that went to catch the fish. How come Peter did not catch another fish? Maybe a wrong fish. There was a mistake. Maybe the one that Jesus put the money in is not the one that Peter now caught. Where did the money come from? Money inside fish's mouth to pay tax. Okay, did they tell us that Jesus collected change? How come the money was the exact money that was needed? For that one, or for me, I will quote one scripture, then I will now say what I want to say concerning that one. Jesus said, "All these things that I have done, you will do it. Greater than these things that I have done, you will also do it." That's the scripture. Let me go further. If as I'm here now, police now comes and arrests me, "What are you doing here?" Or "You are supposed to pay money for this place," and I check my pocket, I don't have money. And I said to Joy, "Joy, oh boy, I beg, help me. Go that gutter when they there now. Get one pangolo when they there. Those of you that don't know pangolo, milk plate, milk cup. Open up. You go see 6,000 naira. Take and take pay." What would the policeman do? Or you enter a boat, you with Uber or boat. You go somewhere with your brother and your sister. Then when you get to where you want to come down, you now discover that your wallet is not with you. You left it at home. There's no money. You don't have anything to do transfer. Like you are stranded. And you now tell the man, "Excuse me, please." And you go to a bush and you bring out something and you bring money to pay. It's capping, Abi? No, it's capping because we just read. It's passive. Jesus told Peter, "Go to the river, catch fish, open his mouth, you will see money, let us pay." Who put the money there? Now for me, that settles miracle money. For me, the way I understand the scripture, that one settles miracle money for me. You cannot live by miracle money because Jesus did not live by the money that came from the fish's mouth. It was for emergency, it was needed for certain things, so it's called a miracle. Do you know what a miracle is? Miracle is God's supernatural intervention in the affairs of men. That's what miracle is. When God intervenes in a matter, that's what we call miracle, because the normal ways that men will sort it out. So when it's beyond men, you cannot invite God and say, "Baba God, I beg, you don't pass me, come do something." So God will not do something. Now let's move